I'm surfing. Miss if you got a bumper, then twerk it. Miss if you got a bumper.
Now to the good part.
Hi everyone, what a great night for some hoops. With a little more on the line, it's the NBA Cup and it's in full swing. In this one, we'll see Florida against Arizona. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Ali LaForce covering us courtside. And here's a look at what's coming up for Florida. On Wednesday, and then on Friday.
You hear this all the time, but a road trip is a great chance for a team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry matters a lot in the NBA, and a trip like this can bring a team together.
A look at the opening lineup for Florida. And for Arizona, what a great front court matchup we have tonight, Legs. Do those battles look a little different from when you played?
Well, certainly there's less wrestling going on down on the block. More of these post players now want to step out and face up. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a fan of either style.
Here we go. A lot of space on the floor, that's for sure.
There's no doubt much more difficult to defend these post players with all this versatility.
Here's Gay. Connects from downtown.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Lee. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 12. Rebounded by Arizona. And going against Florida, this their first meeting of the year.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
And out of bounds, Florida will have it. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Shots blocked. He can't get it to go.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Here's Brown. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Here's Gay. He buries it from 3.
Impressive offensive versatility for a big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Up top, Brown. Lee on the wing. Brown with a screen. 5 on the clock. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Brown's got 5.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Pulls up. No good, and that makes him 0 for 3.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Will not go. Misses off the front iron. For Arizona, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. And one thing's for sure, Tim. Shaedon Sharpe, one of the most electrifying athletes in the NBA.
Yeah, B.A., he is a highlight reel every single night with plenty of runway left in front of him. I am curious to see what he'll look like when he's a finished product.
Here's Lee. Back to Brown. Over to the left wing. Florida moving the ball around. Unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Brown's gone 2 of 5 tonight. The 3-ball. Hauled in by Brown. Well, Florida's shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Back to Lee.
2 minutes remaining.
There's a screen. Kick out to Brown. Lee on the wing. Florida with another miss. Arizona shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. And there's 1:38 left in the opening quarter. Good on the shot. 5 points in the game.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Florida calls timeout. And though it's early, let's take a look at the cup standings.
Yeah, getting off to a hot start is really important in this tournament because there's so little margin for error.
.125 left in the first. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Oh, he tries a 3. Rebound Florida.
Yeah, they found buckets very hard to come by, and you could tell it frustrated them to no end.
Yeah, it happens, though. The bad shooting can become contagious, and it started spiraling and couldn't get out of it.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For Arizona, they've gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. It's good.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
Here's Lloyd. From outside the arc. The shot misses. On the wing, Bradley. Three-pointer. The shot won't fall. From downtown, no good. Misses at the buzzer. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Arizona up by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, what do you guys think about Arizona here in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
6 to shoot. They set the screen. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Arizona leading by 3. And for Florida, fires the 3. Rebound Florida.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Lloyd. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. All right, Tim, back in 1996, he led the league in three-point percentage. He shot 52% on 3 attempts per game. Talk about the hot hand.
Well, B.A., it shows you how much the game has changed. I had a green light, but it was a different shade of green. I still only took 3 per game. Now you have multiple guys every night that will take 3 in the first quarter.
That green light's now neon green for many.
No doubt.
And Arizona making a change here. Gay's checked in. Lee, he's checked in for Florida. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And he nails the 3rd. Arizona shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Arizona needs to get off a shot. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Down low. Oh, Bradley with a block. Out to the right wing. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Pass to Lee. The 3. Rebounded by Arizona.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
There is nothing better than a big win on the road for team chemistry. It is something you can build on.
Here's Bradley. No made baskets yet. To the paint. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
For Arizona, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hey, puts up a 3. Rebound, Florida. Sinks it from distance. And now a 3-point Florida lead.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Bradley sets a screen. Here's Gay. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Gay's got 5. Legs night in, night out. You know what you're going to get from Clint Capella.
Well, B.A., he provides activity on both ends of the floor. On the glass, he will protect the rim, and he is a constant lob threat.
Fires for 3. And again, it's Florida from deep.
He's finally started to settle down here in the second quarter. Just needed to work up a sweat.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's the 3. No good that time. Florida leading by 4. Here's Lee. And again, it's Florida from deep.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
A minute 42 left in the first half of basketball. Bradley sets a screen. Pass to Gay. Another one falls for Arizona. Here's Florida now. They're on a 14-6 run. Florida calls timeout. Florida making a switch here. Outside, Brown. Florida moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Lee. Drops in the 3. Lee's got 6.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
51 seconds left in the second. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Pass to Brown. He shoots. Bradley grabs the board. For Arizona, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. And he gets it to go. And now it's just a 4-point Florida lead.
Well, that's what you're trying to do offensively. Get a shot close to the rim.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
And so it's Florida closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. And measuring up the shot. Nice try. One more time. A round of applause.
Welcome to halftime. First up, let's check out what games are tipping off tonight. 7 p.m. Eastern is the tip-off.
And this could be a fairly competitive one.
And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for Florida.
3 has been their magic number. They are shooting that thing.
Shooting it for real. Hitting those shots opens up everything for them. They should have a lot of room to operate in the second half.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Florida leading by 7. Timmy, look at some of the elite defenses over the years. What sets a great defense apart from the rest?
Well, 3 main things: personnel, scheme, and effort. But also BA switchability in the modern game is a huge part, as well as communication.
We think about defense as one-on-one, mano-a-mano. It's so much more than that, though.
It's 5 guys on a string.
And for Florida, just 5 to shoot. Florida needs to get off a shot here. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And here's Arizona. They trail by 7. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Good on the baseline, Jay.
And with his height and his touch, he can be deadly from mid-range.
Well, when you can see over the top of the defense like that, you have a huge advantage.
Unloads from 13. That one's good for 2. He's got 11.
It's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Pass to Gay. And out of bounds, Florida will have it. And the Defensive Player of the Year for 2025, Evan Mobley. What makes him so formidable, Grant?
Well, you know, he has a similar physical frame to Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett. Long-armed and athletic at 6'11", and the intangibles are all there as far as timing and IQ.
Florida moving the ball around. Pass to Lee. Count it. Good. And now a 9-point Florida lead.
Well, he's having a huge night, and so is this offense, just rolling right now.
Here's Bradley. Launches a three. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
They set the pick. Brown passes to Lee. Brown with a screen. Unloads. Lee misses. For Arizona, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Here's Gay. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
That make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Line for 1.
Florida leading by 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle-distance shots, but Mikal always has been. BA?
He can knock him down. Thanks a lot, Allie. 3rd quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Out to the right wing. They set a pick. 4-3. Rebounded by Arizona.
Well, he was shooting the ball from deep in the first half, but he's come up dry ever since.
Here's the break. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
That's tipped and stolen by Brown. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
First personal foul. First team.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Florida.
These guys have incredible stamina based on how they've been running the floor, using speedy transition play to get fast break points.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
All right, let's use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
As Shaedon Sharpe continues to develop, he's proven that he's more than just a high flyer, Grant.
Yeah, we've seen the vicious dunks, but he's also got a pretty good touch as well. The upside potential for him is sky high.
No good. Florida leading by 8 to the middle. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Defended by Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to end the run. Rebound Florida. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Driving to the basket, and the layup is good. And now a 12-point Florida lead.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Pass to Bradley. Launches it. Hits a three-pointer. He's got 15.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Now here's Brown. Florida moving the ball around. The baseline J is off the mark. The shot from the low post is good.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep them in this game, finding good looks.
And so it's Florida closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And the three-pointer goes.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
And for Florida, pass to Lee. And there's the lob. It's stolen. Covered by Ingram. Here's Gay. Five to shoot. Fires from deep. And it's Lee with the rebound.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Back to Lee. There's the three. Knocks down the triple. And Florida leads by 7.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Offline from the top of the key.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now it's a 9-point Florida lead. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
Brown, he's checked in for Florida. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Gay to the inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Florida leading by 7. To the paint. Gay with a rebound. For Arizona, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for Arizona, number 5. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Arizona. Arizona moving it around. Oh, missed on the tray.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Lee. Brown. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Florida with the ball. Arizona getting their last shot to go. Brown with a screen. Takes a 3. Oh, it's off. For Arizona, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Shots no good. Florida leading by 3.
No debate there. He got hammered.
First personal foul, first team foul. Shooting confirmed. Number 9, taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Big free throws there, extending this to a 2-possession lead.
And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds, Florida will have it. Left in the fourth. Clock at 6. From about 19. Oh, he can't hit it. Arizona shooting just 38% here in the fourth. Yes! Using that window.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
51 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. 20 feet out. Oh, no good.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. Here's Arizona. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Yes, sir!
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
0. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that'll put them up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And does the pressure affect you? Nope, not that time. Not for players who practice these moments. Well executed.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throws.
To tie it up, it's money from deep.
And finally, after trailing for so long, they've leveled the score late here in the fourth.
And just incredible effort. Now, do they have the stamina to close this out? Let's see.
Florida calls timeout. Misses the 3. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here's Gay. There are some big-time players in this league, but who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big three, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
And for Florida, yes, sir! Yes, sir!
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Overtime, just getting started here. Just about a minute in. 6 to shoot. Here's Lee. Oh, it's off target.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Goes again. Ooh, they pick off the pass. We are in OT. A minute and a half gone by, and what has been a great one. Here's the pass to Brown. The 11-footer. He got it.
Smooth offense. Gets them the perfect low-risk look.
For Arizona, they've gotten one shot to fall out of 3 in OT. With the step back. Defended by Brown. Oh, he missed the jumper. Well, Florida's shooting just 38% for this game so far. And he slams it down.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Defended by Brown. Brown pulls down the board.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now here's Brown.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Well, he is showing you that rebounding isn't all about size. You need will and effort.
First team foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Bradley. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Florida. 0. At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. Again, he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And adding these extra points is a huge difference this late in the game.
And Arizona calls time here. They're down by 6. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
From deep three-point range, the triple drops. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Florida. 0. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Safe to say, that should do it. This is why making free throws down the stretch is so important.
Beyond the arc. Oh, the shot is off. And so Florida takes the win. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And time now to present our player of the game.